Sue Lynch, you are the president of the National Federation of Republican Women. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We're so glad to interview you here today. Are you enjoying the event?
Absolutely. You know, the great thing about traveling to the different states is you get to meet people like yourself who are at the local club level in leadership. And that's one of the perks that I think offers this position as president of the organization, is to be able to look in the newsletters and see who is who and how they're doing and why they're doing it, and know that the national president cares about what you do.
How many clubs are there in the Federation?
Well, last year we had 1,577. We're just in the process of our membership information coming into the office currently, and we're already at 1,396, which tells me that the clubs are getting the information in earlier, and the numbers are growing. And you'll hear from our membership chair, Tonya Steele, who is actually right here from Louisiana, has issued a challenge nationally, and that is to exceed the 100,000 mark, and I think we're going to do it.
It's amazing. Do you think, as we've noticed on the local level, Obama has been the best thing to resurge the Republican Party? Are you seeing that nationally as well?
Well, you know, last year in October, I was in Georgia, and this is part of my speech that I'll be giving tomorrow at the tea that's being hosted by the Louisiana Federation of Republican Women. And this woman came up to me and she said, Sue, she said, I think Obama is the best thing that happened to the Republican National Committee and Republicans in general. And I looked at her like, she's got to be nuts. But she was right. And I think that the Obama administration has been what the Republican Party has needed to refocus on who we are. And so, you know, my hat's off to the lady in Georgia, knowing full well in advance of what was being done in Washington and how it really is affecting our country, and saying that, you know, in fact, we will make the change to keep America, America, and not the America that the Obamas want to see it.
Now, where are you from?
Well, I'm from Wisconsin.
And you've been a Federation member for how long?
Well, I joined in 1976. And the reason I joined is in 1974, when I saw President Nixon get on the airplane, I was saddened by that, and I thought, how can I make a difference in politics? And so the Republican women in our city, which at that time the membership dues was $1, I got involved in a local congressional campaign, and that's what really started me on my path of 30 plus years in this organization.
Well, I'm sure you've seen a lot of changes even within the party over these years.
Oh, sure. I mean, you know, just women in general.
Yes.
You know, when I go to these state federation meetings and I hear the men talk about, you know, the Republican women that we go for coffee and we, you know, have done the addressing of the envelopes, you know, that was then. It's not now. And the reason it's not now is because we've become the candidates, we've become the leaders, the fundraisers, and all of those things that are important, that are an important component of the Republican Party. And I am just proud to be a Republican woman.
Well, you make me proud too. I love hearing this. Well, we have seen a lot of growth, and another thing we see too is we have very young members. Mm-hmm. We even have children that even aren't out of high school that are homeschooled that are coming with their mothers to the meetings, and then we have our very mature members who have been pioneers in the Republican Party in our state. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's also happened nationally, that it's not just one type of woman, but you could be a housewife, you can be a woman who works, you can be many things within that party.
Right. True. And, you know, the makeup of the party has changed, in that, again, women have been such that they are stepping up to the forefront and, as I said, becoming the leaders to make the change. But what's interesting is the demographics that are in there. You know, we have business women who spend tireless amount of time in small business or, you know, corporations that realize the importance of being a Republican woman and active in a Republican organization. And so, they're participating, and we've had to skew our club makeup, the meeting times, and how we do business to meet the accommodations of our members, rather than from the top on down, from the ground on up, to facilitate the growth that I think is needed and we'll see in 2010, 2011 under my administration.
Well, I think you're talking about grassroots again, and I think that's what I see. Tea parties, that's what's being the resurgence in the Republican Party, and even again in the women's groups, just that grassroots, one-on-one, talking to your friends. How long have you been president?
I was just elected in September of last year in Orlando, but it's taken me 12 years to work to this level. I was president of the Wisconsin Federation of Republican Women for 4 years, and then member at large for 2. Our bylaws restrict us from running for any office for more than 1 term, which is 2 years. And so I was member at large, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, and then elected president of the NFRW last September.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
How long is your term?
It's a 2-year term. And I'm in, and then I'm planning the convention going out. But I have goals, and very strong goals that our committees are working hard to collaborate and work together. And I also, as your president, believe that in other like-minded organizations. I'm reaching out to the realtors, I'm reaching out to the Republican Party, the coalitions that are out there, the Hispanic community, the Black community, all of those ethnic groups that make up the Republican Party. And we need to be welcoming and open arms to listening to what they have to say and how we can work with them to grow within their ethnicity as well.
Well, that makes